Welcome to Wildcat Sports Update. I'm your host, Jim Boyle, and in studio today we have the three Wilmington High School lacrosse senior captains with us. I'd like to introduce, we have Michael Lawler, we have Bobby Sear, and we have Charlie Rooney. And again, I've had you guys on a couple of times. Charlie's first time with us. So Michael, you take us off. Name, how long you played lacrosse, and what position you play.
Michael Lawler, played lacrosse for the high school for 4 years, and I'm a midfielder.
Okay, Bobby?
Bobby Sear, also been on the team for 4 years, and I'm an LSM.
I'm Charlie Rooney, also been on the team 4 years, and I'm attack.
All right, so because we don't have a lot of people who have great knowledge of what each position means, why don't we go and explain your position? So we'll start with you, Michael.
Midfielder, play defense and offense, push the ball, run fast.
Score goals?
Yep.
All right. Bobby?
I also play midfield with Michael, but I have the long stick, so I play mostly defense when they have the ball.
So what does the long stick do or mean?
It's just you get a little more of an advantage on defense.
Okay. And it's longer?
Yeah.
That's why they call it.
It's 6 feet long, not 3.
All right. And Charlie?
And I play only offense at attack and score goals.
Score goals. How many goals have you scored this year?
I think 9.
9. How about you, Michael?
10.
Oh, it's a battle going on. So you guys are all three of you are captains, and it's great to be. So, Michael, what do you see your role as the captain of the lacrosse team? I see your role.
Honestly, just lead by example because we got a bunch of young kids, all very talented, but just lack experience. So I think that goes for all three of us, kind of just showing them the ropes so we can leave the team in good hands.
Okay, Bobby, what's your role as a captain?
I think all three of us, we have the same role. You know, there's a lot of inexperience in the locker room, and we've been here the longest. So just kind of show, they play on the field, kind of talk to kids, and I don't know, they kind of pick up on that. So
Again, Charlie, it's hard to answer because they're all you're going to say something, but I know that you guys we share a locker room with baseball this year. You got the nice locker room.
Yep.
What, as a captain, what has been your role to make sure that we maintain order in the locker room?
I mean, yeah, it's with the young kids, like they said, it's just keeping them in check, and and even on the field, picking those kids up when they're down. They can get in their own heads a lot, so it's just something to kind of keep them in check, pick them up, help them out.
Now, is JV practice with you guys, or are they separate?
they're with us.
They're with you. So is it a big practice?
Yeah.
A lot of people in there?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Now, the other thing is the AD, Dennis Ingram, has started what he calls the Captain's Council. And I don't know if you've had a lot of this spring, but who wants to take the first questions? What have you gotten out of council? Start with you, Bobby.
Well, I've been doing it for 3 seasons now, but it's just all about like how to be a good leader and how to like kind of change the face of Wilmington, because he always starts off with how other towns think that we're a bunch of jerks and don't want us to come to their leagues and stuff like that. So, and our class is kind of the turning point of how to change the culture in the school. So
that's a good answer. How about you, Michael?
Yeah, kind of what Bobby said. I mean, for me personally though, Captain Council's kind of taught me how to be more of a leader off the field, just in all sports, just kind of how to set a good example for the other kids. But yeah, a little voice crack there.
And then, Charlie, this is your first time being a captain on any sport?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
so what are your expectations, what you want to get out of the Captain's Council?
Yeah, I haven't been to one yet, but like they said, leadership. And I think even when Ingram gave me my captain's card, he's like, when you're going to the games, you're getting in for free, but you have to represent Wilmington and keep everyone from Wilmington in check so that we don't have that reputation that we have sometimes had in the past.
Okay, that's good. So we are changing the reputation as we go forward. Goals for the season, Charlie. You're getting the first goal for the. What was the team goal for the season?
Goal for the season, definitely make the tournament again, win games. I think we started off slow, but we can definitely pick it up. We got a good week ahead of us, and main goal is win the tournament, win some games in the tournament, make a little run.
So lacrosse is the ultimate team sport because you can't, it's not like baseball where it's one-on-one. Lacrosse team. What did you think your individual goals do those supersede the team goals, or what, Bobby?
no, definitely not. I think we all want to win collectively as a team, but everyone has their own goals that they want to follow, because there's a lot of different positions you can play, a lot of different roles you can have on a team. But I think the team goal of making the tournament and going pretty far trumps them all.
So Michael, you got an even more fun question is. Well, how many members on the varsity lacrosse team? Do you know? What's the total playing?
24.
24. So how many players on the field at a time?
11.
So there's a lot of people on sit at the bench.
Yeah.
Give me you play offense other than Charlie, who are the other standout offensive players? People that are really contributing this year.
Colin Allard, Cam Gray, and Ryan Archer.
All right, and then I'm going to switch over to you. You're the midi, right? You're on offense.
Yep.
So who's our goalie? How about we start there?
Luke DeProfio.
And Luke Profi is doing
Great
a
goal.
bang-up job in goal this year. And then who are some of our bigger defenders, tougher defenders?
Well, we have Luca Kudia, Ali Abukal, 2 big kids on defense, kind of set the tone. And then John Mayer's been playing real good this year. He's good, hands-on. He'll get physical in there. He knows how to use a stick.
All right, and the middies?
Well, we got 2 face-off guys. We got Dempsey Murphy and Clyde Lambert, 2 big guys. I wouldn't want to take face-offs against them. And then we got a lot of D middies. They just play defense. We got like Gus, Pat DeLucia, Max Bagtaz takes some reps now and then. So we got a good amount of depth.
Okay, that brings up face-offs. Another really tricky thing with lacrosse. You have a specific person who takes a face-off, and
Yeah.
why is that?
I talked to Mike about that.
Michael, why is that?
I mean, face-offs is a huge part of the game because if we can control possession the whole time, most likely you're going to end up with a win. But yeah, trying to keep them as fresh as possible so they win the face-off, they get right off the field.
So the face-off person is only there specifically to take a face-off?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was watching the JV game last night, and they started the game. They're down at center, center field.
Yeah.
And they're down, and it's like a battle getting in. And once they win the battle, they're off.
Yeah.
Okay, so they are specifically designed just to do face-off.
Yeah. Well, main goal is like win it forward, and if you can go score and create a fast break. We've been having trouble with that, but they do a great job of winning it back to me and Bobby on the wings, and then we have to push it and they get right off the field.
Okay, it's good. I'm learning a little more lacrosse every day. So being a baseball guy, it's tough for me. But we have our internal battles with baseball and lacrosse. But it's great that we have guys who are advancing the program, advancing the Wilmington style. You're all captains, so I'm going to ask the fun captain. Bus rides. Who's in charge of is there music on the bus? And who's in charge of the bus rides? And how's that work?
So we've had one bus ride. We did have music for 5 minutes, and the speaker died. I think Ali is on aux, and yeah, I mean it was pretty fun for the most part. It was only like a 10-minute drive, not even right down the street.
So you had one away game?
One away game
So
at the
far.
Tech.
Okay, you're going to have a ton coming up, I imagine, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 actually 3. The next 3 are
next
away.
week.
Okay, so if I get you in 3 weeks, I can ask who's responsible for the speaker then?
Archer.
Archer, and
Doesn't
it died.
charge it though. Yeah.
He forgot to charge it.
Just come back.
Is he a freshman?
Yeah.
Freshman.
Okay, so team dinners and
Top.
team things. So that you both can answer. Are you having them before every game? How will those work? Are captains involved?
Well, now that we have a JV team, there's like 40 kids at people's houses, so we're just doing one a week. So it's usually like before like the first game of the week. But
Okay. And how do you determine who does them?
there's just like a sign-up sheet.
Okay.
Like the booster send out a sheet, and like a family can pick if they want to host everyone for the night. So
All right. So Charlie, how many captains have we had so far?
We've had 2, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And so far, what has been served at both dinners? I always enjoy to hear this.
We had Frangos at Bobby's, catered Frangos, and what was the first one?
Chick-fil-A.
Lucas.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
So which is better, the Frango's catered or the Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A.
Tough call, huh?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, that was a good time.
Franco seems to be the hit place right now here in
Yeah.
town as well. So, so the next thing is what we're playing the Middlesex League. So you guys play the big schools as well as the small schools. What's the challenge for you, Michael, when you're playing like the Reddings and the Winchesters to compete with them on the field?
Yeah, I think I was talking to my bathroom monitor the other day, and he was like talking about Winchester and like Barica, how they were one of the first 2 like teams to really have a lacrosse program, and the fact that we play one of them, which they always have a good program, and this year they're rolling. It's good for points, even if like we can't come out with a win, but it's just like kind of unmatched. They have like a whole roster of 30 kids that are all just as good as us 3. When we got young kids who still have no experience, so it's pretty tough, but it builds character for playoffs and the rest of the games down the stretch that we can win.
So then, I'm going to take this to Bobby. What he's saying is, you play the big schools, and you're building up power ranking points,
Yeah.
which means you don't have to win 10 games to be the top 32.
Yeah.
So I know you started off slow. You said you were 1-4. What are the objectives now over the next 4 or 5 games? As you're ready to start to play you play everybody equally, don't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Unlike baseball, you play everybody once.
Yeah.
And that's it. So what are the objectives now for the next 3 or 4 games to get us to be power ranked, which I think come out at the end of the month?
Yeah. Well, we're right there. Like Three out of our 4 losses. We lost yesterday in overtime. We lost to the Tech by 3 goals and Lexington by 2 goals. So we're right there. It's just little mistakes, but we just got to fine tune and then put some wins on the board.
Okay, so Charlie, you talked about the Tech. Who are our rivals, we'll say, in lacrosse? Who are the rivals? Who are the games we're fired up for?
I'd say the Tech's a big one. Obviously, Tewksbury was just because of Tewksbury-Wilmington rivalry. And I think Stoneham will be a pretty good game, pretty rival game for us this year.
Okay, and who in the Middlesex League will we dominate? Is there anybody that we can not look past, but you're gonna say, what game should I go to see you guys win at home?
Watertown and Stoneham.
Watertown and Stoneham. Okay.
Actually, and Bedford. Senior night.
Okay, so for everybody who's out there watching, Watertown, Bedford, and Stoneham, it'd be great if you come out to senior night, which is Bedford.
Yeah.
Last game of the
Last
season.
game of the season is senior night. Well, we honor how many seniors do we have?
14.
Honor all 14 seniors. So take a while to get them out there. But I suggest if you get a chance, I mean, it's a sport that is growing now in Wilmington. I'd really advise you to go out and watch these guys play, either the guys and or the girls play as well. It's different, and they especially in the boys' game, they beat each other up pretty good too. So it's a lot of fun in that manner. Charlie, new coach this year. I think you've probably been through 3 or 4. You've been here, guys. Have been 4 years. How many coaches have you been through?
3 head coaches.
3 head coaches. So who's the coach, and what's he bringing to the table right now to help you guys get to the tournament?
Head coach this year is John Forts, and although he's somewhat new to lacrosse, kind of getting into it last year when he started coaching, helping out with Craig Turner, he brings that like athletic spirit, and he really he knows athletics. He went to college, play football, so he knows how to win. He knows how to compete at a high level. So that's what he can kind of instill into us.
Okay, and Bobby, anybody who's assisting? I know right now, and what do they have? Defense, midfield, goalie coach? How does that work?
Well, the Butch takes most of the offense guys. Butch Alpers, he does a lot of the offense work, and then Coach Zach Layton played at Wilmington High School. He does a lot of the defense stuff. So we got a pretty rounded out coaching staff.
Okay, and then is the rumor true that the trainer Tom Nye, who played I think lacrosse in college, has he been helping out, and what does he bring to the table?
Yeah, so Tom warms up the goalies before games of practice, and then when we start going, he'll do face-off drills with the face-off guys. Honestly, he's helped a lot because face-offs is a big part of the game that we need to kind of get better at, and he did it in college, so it kind of just makes the practice that much better. And can't forget about Coach Nick Sullivan coaching the JV boys up.
Okay. And then what is the one thing you're going to take away from Coach this year? What's something you're going to take away as you go on to college and beyond?
If you start one, then
okay, I'll go with Bobby. What's the one thing you're going to take away? New coach. What's something he's brought to you? I know we talk about this when you did hockey. What's the one thing the coach has brought to you that you're going to take away?
I love all their passion. They're all there. They want to be there every day. They're pushing us as hard as we can. Butch making us do burpees when we don't call out balls. Might be annoying at the time, but it gets us going, and tighter knit as a group. So.
All right, Charlie?
Yeah, just the competitive spirit. They really care about the team, and it's something that we haven't totally seen before. They really want us to win. They starting before the season. They were getting us in, not talking to us 3, texting us. They got a group chat going. They really care about the team and want to see us succeed.
Okay, I come back to you.
So can you repeat the question?
Okay, what's something you're going to take away from that you learned from the new coaching staff this year?
Definitely the importance of the little things: ground balls, energy, showing up early. Definitely the little things and being dynamite on the field, as Coach Butch would say.
Dynamite on
Loves
the field.
that word.
Is that the favorite word?
That's his word.
Play dynamite, Jim.
To remember that. So we talk about face-offs where we're trying to improve. Where would you say our strengths are as a lacrosse team right now?
As of right now, defensively we are very strong. Riding the ball, not so much. Fast breaks too. Defense going to offense right away. Fast breaks, very good strength. That's really it.
Now,
right
and then
now.
are there any rules? Do the defenders have to stay in a certain spot, or defender drive all the way to the other goal
You have to have 3 people on each side of the field
at all times?
Yeah.
And the middies can go on either side.
Yeah. So it's usually 3-3-3, 3 defensemen, 3 middies, and 3 attack. The middies can go wherever they want, and then the other 3 have to stay.
Are
on
there
each side of the
10
field.
on the field then?
Yeah.
Okay, so the goalie is never going to move anyway, right?
Yeah.
So Bobby, what do you see areas that we need to improve as we go forward this season to make ourselves better?
It's not really like areas we have to improve. Just like I think the focus, like the little things like catching and throwing, like picking your head up when you have the ball, making the right pass. But we'll get there.
Okay, and then you get the tough one again, Charlie. Sorry, but what do you think to make the tournament? What do we have to do better, and what do we have? And what do we have to improve on? And what we do well do we have to do better? So what do we have to improve on to get the tournament?
I think offensively, we're getting all the opportunities in the world. I know it's true for me. We need to capitalize on those opportunities. That's what will win us these close games that we're in. We need to start winning those games by capitalizing. We're getting all the opportunities we can. We just need to dial it in.
And what do we need? What do we do really well that will help us to do that?
I think just communicating. Like even after we score a goal, we all come up in a little huddle and kind of talk about what we saw, and just kind of work through it with each other.
Okay. So Michael, you had said that there are 40 total people in the program right now.
40 right now.
So what do you think we need to? About 17 seniors or 14 seniors.
14 seniors.
What do you think we need to do as a high school, as a community, to continue to grow our program, the lacrosse program? What's some of the things we need to do?
So we're doing something this year. It's we're doing like a veterans game, and it's on a Saturday, and it's also going to be like our youth day. So we're expecting a big turnout, and we're going to expect special jerseys for the game. Stuff like that, draw kids to the program. We're also posting all about it and getting kids involved like way before the season starts. Going to the middle school and talking up the program. And Mr. Ingram's helping a lot by coming up with all the new gear and stuff.
So you've gone to the middle school and talking. What are you telling those 8th graders? What's the spiel?
I'm playing public high school lacrosse, or playing public high school sports in general is probably one of the most fun things I've ever done. You know, just playing with my friends that I've known since I've been in like 1st grade. I couldn't imagine going to like a private school and making new friends again, but playing with my buddies since I've been like friends forever, it's pretty fun. So.
Okay, so that brings up, I know we have a rivalry being the Tech. So Charlie, how many people are we losing to the Tech, and how do we, or even private school, like Bobby said, how do we keep them here?
Yeah, I think we keep losing more and more people to Tech, and I think a lot of it is just like changing the culture of Wilmington sports and Wilmington High School, because I think a lot of people, they go through the middle school and they might not like the middle school there, and so they think, oh, the high school's the same, but like Bobby said, there's nothing like playing sports with the people you've grown up with your whole entire life. There's just absolutely nothing like it.
We're going to have to do a PSA on that, because I think I think you guys make a great point. You know, you played forever together, and all of a sudden you get to be in 9th grade and we see these people splintering out. But I like that answer. So if I'm the parent of a 4th grader who's thinking about taking up lacrosse, what are you going to tell me as a parent that I should expect or have to do to make sure we make it to the next level?
Well, I think a lot of it is during the off season, work on your stick skills. Like if you put in the extra work off the field, like not during the season, it'll really show during the season. And that's how, like, I know these two and me as well sometimes, that's how we've been able to kind of get to that next level.
Okay, and Bobby, I'm a parent. Now we're going to go up to 7th grader who comes to a game and sees it's a little bit violent because you are hitting. What are you going to tell the parent? Because the kid probably likes it, especially what are you going to tell the parent about the safety of the sport?
I mean, there's a lot of rules. You know, no one's going to get their head taken off. And if they do, they're going to get a penalty for it. So, you know, it seems like a gruesome sport. You get a lot of cuts and bruises, but nothing serious. It's never.
So, Michael, we're going to take you back to the 6th grader again. When you were in 6th grade, what were your impressions of lacrosse, and what were your parents leading you to? So, what did you think? Do you want to play high school lacrosse, or were you playing because you seem to all play a lot? And can we improve our youth program as well?
I don't really know how to answer that.
Okay.
I was confused.
Okay,
that was kind of a confusing question.
I know that was a very mediocre question by the host, but what are you going to tell a 6th grader about playing
High school lacrosse?
Yes. Should have asked it that way. It would have been simple. Just wanted to confuse you today. It's fun.
I mean, it's so much different than like playing in like middle school or stuff like that. Literally, you're just hanging out with all the boys, and it's just a good vibe because the weather's nice. School's about to end. Just fun.
It's fun. That's good. That's a great. Like I said, I think it's fun. You can play with your play. You guys have all played together for how long? Do you know?
Long time.
Long time.
Long time.
When did you start, Charlie?
First grade.
First grade.
Yeah.
First grade.
First grade.
4th grade. I started late.
Late.
Yeah.
Okay. And what? How's the youth lacrosse program in town? Did you guys play the youth lacrosse here? So
Yeah.
you have a good, vibrant program.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. to
They've
hear.
done a really good
It was
job.
huge when we were playing.
Is it what? Has it dwindled?
It's
Just
got a little
baseball
smaller.
dwindled?
A little bit, but
Little bit.
it's still not bad though.
All right. Have you guys gone back and done any
Mhm.
work with them? That's a good part of growing. Perfect. Now comes my favorite part. I get to ask the individual questions of these guys. I've had Michael on a couple times, Bobby on a couple times. Charlie's is the rookie, so he'll get to go last and hear all the questions. And Michael, unfortunately, is sitting in the first seat, so he gets the first couple questions. First one, Michael, is a current or former teammate who you learned the most from.
Say Gavin Erickson. I played all 3 sports with him since sophomore year, and he's honestly just been a really good role model and led by example on and off the field.
All right. What other activities or sports do you do in the high school?
Play football and basketball.
Okay. Anything else? You're not like in theater or anything like that. You have a
No.
great voice. That's why I asked that question. Favorite moment this year so far? I know
So
we're early in the
far.
season.
Favorite moment. Have to be Bobby's like 20-yard step down. He pinged top left.
Okay. Bobby, that better not be your favorite moment then.
Might have been, but
That's okay.
not anymore.
And all-time career playing for lacrosse your whole time. What's your favorite moment all time?
Sophomore year playing Groton Dunstable in the playoffs. We were down 9 to like 3 at the first half. Coming in the second half, we came out of nowhere, huge comeback, and ended up winning by 2.
So you have played in all of you 3 have played in 2 state tournaments.
I didn't play last year. I was hurt.
They played in. We
Yeah.
made it last year.
yeah.
All right. And favorite athlete role model that you model yourself at? It doesn't have to be a lacrosse player. It can anybody.
So overall,
Yeah.
probably my mom or dad.
Oh, good answer. And then that'll roll me into the next one. Who has influenced you to get to where you are?
My grandparents.
Okay. Anybody else? Grandparents having names? Before we do the shadow.
They passed away, but
Okay.
before that it was kind of recent. But before that, they kind of always told me like about the little things. Kind of remember that it's fun, it's a game.
That's great. Great advice. Coaches you want to credit that you've had over the years?
Shout out to all the coaches on the Wilmington lacrosse team and / Wilmington PD because they're all cops. Shout out Coach Amico, Coach Gentili, Coach Sully.
Awesome. And then what number do you wear and why?
I wear number 7 because my grandmother passed away on May 7th, so I always want to keep number 7 on me.
That's great. Is there anything I know you guys are out of the classroom right now, but going into college, is there something you'll take from the field that you can apply to the classroom work you have to do?
Being a people person, how to talk to people and hold the conversations.
Awesome. And then what would be your walk-up song? If we did walk-up song.
Lollipop by the Claudets.
So we have to do that for senior day. I think we should do a walk-up song when we announce you that you come out with a walk-up song. Would be awesome. Do you watch yourself on WCTV when the clips are on?
I do.
Do you learn anything from that, or you just enjoy
Yeah,
it?
I see a couple things. Like critique myself a little bit.
Okay, what are you going to miss the most about high school lacrosse?
Hanging out with all the boys after like practices or games. It's probably the best thing about lacrosse.
And what's the future hold for Michael Lawler?
What does that mean? Like
What's
what
going
I'm
to
doing
happen?
next year?
Yeah, what are you going to do? What are you doing?
I'm going to Franklin Pierce to play lacrosse next year.
All right. And you going to study it? You know what you're studying yet?
Like physical science.
Physical science. All right. So we'll get the shout-outs when we get done. Bobby, your next current or former teammate that you learned the most from?
I gotta say Patrick Xavier. He was the D captain when I was a freshman, and he kind of showed me the ropes, and it's kind of where I started from. So
All right. And other activities and sports you do at the high school?
I'm on the golf team, the hockey team, and I'm in the band.
Okay. Got a lot to do going on there, huh?
Yeah.
Favorite moment from this year and the favorite moment overall in lacrosse?
This year, getting put on the man up. I like ripping the ball, and moving the ball around in the man up. It's fun, so I like to get put on that. Thanks, Coach Butch.
And man up means when there's a guy in the penalty box?
Yeah, we have one extra guy.
And then what's your favorite moment all time? You're over a lacrosse career since first grade.
Also, the Groton Dunstable win.
Okay.
That was
Electric.
electric.
Yeah, that's good. And that was the first playoff win
First
ever.
playoff win ever in Wilmington High School lacrosse history.
That's a good
Should have got a shout out on the loudspeaker.
They should have? What was it, 2 years
We
ago?
didn't even get it.
Sophomore year.
Well, I wasn't teaching back then. I haven't taught the last 2 years. Who are influences who's influenced you along the way?
Definitely my parents and just my whole family. Just telling me it's good to be competitive, but just have fun with it. So.
Okay, favorite athlete or role model that you try to model either your game or your attitude after?
Favorite athlete? I like Patrice Bergeron. He's a good dude, hard worker.
Okay, former coaches or coaches you want to credit?
I think all the coaches that have gone through Wilmington High School, especially the ones this year, keeping the program alive. And my club coach, Pete Smythe, he taught me a lot at how to be a better lacrosse player. So.
Okay, the number you wear and why?
I'm number 6 because I was number 3 my whole life, and then when I got to play hockey freshman year, Casey Robbins had number 3, so I took number 6.
So you stuck with 6 since the freshman. Okay.
Yeah.
And then do you watch yourself on WCTV, and do you learn anything from it?
I do, yeah, and sometimes I learn stuff.
That's good.
So.
And do you get embarrassed or you just thrilled with it?
I love it.
That's awesome. And then what's your walk-up song?
Money, Power, Respect.
Okay, again, another one. We're
10.
going to make sure we play these when we
Yeah.
bring in. And what are you going to miss the most?
Hanging out with the boys, like the walkouts from the locker room onto the field. It's
Do they
nothing.
put music to those or just walk
Yeah,
out?
we get chuckles with the boom box.
What's the music we're playing?
I don't know the name of
Big
it.
X the plug.
Yeah.
Okay.
Discoteca.
Yeah, things that I have no idea what you're talking about. That's the funniest part. And what's the future hold, even though you've told me like 3 times, what's the third time is a charm. What's the future hold for Bobby Sear?
I'm going to be playing lacrosse at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, and I'll be majoring in air traffic control.
Okay, so you're going to keep me up and down, landing
Exactly,
safely. I know
yep.
I'm coming into Boston. If you're here, then I'm going to be landing safe.
Keep me safe.
Okay, Charlie, last but certainly not least, former or current teammate you learned the most from?
Gotta say Nathan Alberti, my former attackman, captain last year. Always a great guy to be around. He knows how to score goals. Playing lacrosse in college, now at St. Anselm's.
All right, other sports or activity you do at the high school?
I did football and I'm in Bible study. Shout out Clyde.
And that's Clyde.
Clyde Lambert.
Okay, runs that, correct. Favorite moment this year and of your total career?
Favorite moment this year? Probably just hanging out with the boys after team dinners and team bonding.
Okay, and your favorite overall moment, total time?
Overall, I'll switch it up. I'll go to the Melrose game last year. We had a huge overtime win. Nathan Alberti, overtime game-winning goal. It's electric.
Okay, and then favorite athlete or role model?
Favorite athlete? It's Derek White.
Derek White, the Celtics. That's the
simple.
first time I haven't heard of Derek White for a while. That's
Derek
good. Influence. Who's influenced you to get you to this point?
Definitely my parents. I'd say my mom's my biggest fan. Can always hear her in the stands. She tells me I do great even when I don't.
There you go. That's what parents are for. Always remember that. Former coaches or coaches you want to give credit to?
Definitely our coaches this year. I mean, they're so into it and like I said, want to see us succeed. So that's really helped me push myself more.
Number you wear and why?
I wear 25, which throughout youth lacrosse I always wore 55, but numbers didn't go that high, so tried to go similar. Got 25.
And why would you earn 55? They gave it to you? You just
It was just since first grade, been 55. Went
That's
with it
good.
ever since.
Do you watch yourself on WCTV?
I do.
You enjoy it or you're critical of yourself?
A little bit of both. I usually just enjoy it, but there's times I criticize some things I
Okay.
do.
Final walk-up song of the day? What is it?
Probably go Higher by Creed.
Okay. And then what are you going to miss the most?
Just being with the fellas, team bonding after team dinners, going out with each other, having fun.
Awesome. And what's the future hold for Charlie Rooney?
Going to UMass Amherst next year, going to major in engineering.
Okay, so you're smarter than me. Again, we always have a group always smarter than me. I don't know. That's getting old. All right, and now we get the shout out. So what I'm going to have you do is, Charlie, you'll look straight into the camera right here, number 3. Give a shout out to whoever you want. Don't forget anybody, please, because they always get mad at you. Go.
Shout out Tiago Gomez, twin, obviously. Shout out Josh Charbot, great ball hunter. Shout out all our D middies, Joey Malvone, his dad Paul, AJ Chisholm, his dad Kenny, maybe even Angelo Febo.
All right. That's it?
I
Any
think that's
parents,
it.
girlfriends?
My parents, my whole family,
Perfect.
everyone.
All right, Bobby, you're up. Don't forget anybody this time.
I won't. My parents, my brothers, my grandparents, the decor, keep it locked in. Luke DeProfio, all the D middies, and my goal scorers right here. Make it easy on my life.
All right, Michael, you're last. Right in that camera. Give it a shout out.
Shout out Coach Morris, Coach Evans, the fam, mom, dad, the juice man. Shout out Puby. Shout out 59 Lawrence Street. And shout out Greg.
Greg.
AKA
right.
Josh.
Oh wait, can I one more?
One more, go.
I want to shout out Keish. He's the greatest water boy
Yeah,
of all
me
time.
too.
Chris,
Quiche.
100%.
All right, so thanks for coming in. And Michael Lawler, Bobby Sear, and Charlie Rooney are 3 varsity captains for Wilmington High School lacrosse. You guys did a great job, really present the program well, and I appreciate you coming on. And it'll be the last time now. Bobby's been on 3, you guys have been on 3 times each, so it'll be it. They'll go off to college, and I'll get to follow their college careers, and I wish you really well. So for Wildcat Sports Update, I'm your host, Jim Boyle, and we'll see you on down the road.